All right, hello, Lane Dockstader with LI Training. I do apologize again for the event today. So I'll do a really quick recap here. So basically, um, you can use ChatGPT. There's 5 primary areas on someone's LinkedIn profile. Whether you are promoting your business, if you're a business person, business owner, marketer, salesperson, if you're promoting a business, of course, there's ways that you can dress up your LinkedIn profile to support you in doing that. If you're a job searcher, basically the same idea. You can revamp your LinkedIn profile to attract your dream job. So whether you're seeking for clients, new clients, or seeking for your dream job or letting people know about your business, either way, this may support you. So I found this profile here, Vikram Batra, if I'm pronouncing this person's name correctly. I'm not sure if I'm not sure of the gender of this person, so I'll be careful. Earlier on my video, I assumed one or the other. Not sure, so I will try to remain gender neutral on this. So Vikram is my second, right by this person's name it says second, which means they're my second connection, second level connection. So I'm not directly connected with this person, but someone I am directly connected with is connected with them. And of course, there's no profile picture. So whether someone is considering being your customer for your business, or if they're considering giving you a job, they do want to connect with you. They do want to see your picture. They do want to see a headshot of a close-up zoom picture. So if you look over here to the right, you can see my picture, and you can see that it's a circle, and it's pretty much a headshot from basically the shoulders up to the top of my head. So that's really what you want, is a close-in zoom picture. You don't want 5 people in the picture, because for this purpose of this, families are great. You could put a family in the background picture if you really wanted to, but if there's 5 people in your family, I wouldn't put your family as your profile picture. People want to see you, connect with you. If you want to throw your family in, I would throw that into the background. Now, of course, to do a picture, I would do a professional headshot. So if you can hire a professional photographer, that's a great way to do it. If you are on a budget, you probably have someone in your family. You probably have a high school kid or someone in your family that has a phone that can take your picture, or a neighbor kid, or you probably have somebody that you could probably get a free picture or next to free picture if you're on a budget, if you're looking for a job. Or worst case scenario, just grab your phone. I would try to do a non-distracting background picture, maybe a solid color, or maybe stand in front of a tree or whatever it is. But try to have a non, maybe one color, non-distracting background behind you, and hopefully good lighting. On a cloudy day, if it's a cloudy day, that usually makes for really good lighting if you take an outdoor picture. So the first thing I would do is make sure you have a solid background picture. And there's 5 steps, and we're only going to talk about the first 2 today. The second is the background picture. And as you can see, this person, Vikram Batra, if I'm saying that name properly, this person has that kind of a greenish, bluish, teal, I think is the color, background picture. So this is not really what you want. You want kind of a more creative picture. And so let's say we were looking at this person, and you wanted, and maybe this is you, or you want some ideas for yourself on what kind of a picture, background picture to use. So I'm going to use ChatGPT to come up with some ideas. So if you're wondering what kind of background picture should I do, then this is what you can do. So I'm going to jump over to Word, because I had plugged in an idea here. And typically with ChatGPT, you always want to say, at least from my experience, what I've come across is you always want to say, let me just clear this out because I had done a similar one earlier. So for example, if you say, in the voice of, so when I first started using ChatGPT, I would say something like, in the voice of an attorney, tell me what the law is about picking grapes. When I was a kid, The neighbor behind me got upset with me because I was picking grapes that was on my side of the fence. So she thought I should not be picking grapes on my side of the fence because she planted the vine and the roots were on her side of the fence. But I thought, because I was a 9-year-old kid at the time, I thought it should be perfectly acceptable for me to pick grapes on my own side of the fence. So if I wanted to, I could ask ChatGPT, as an attorney, in the voice of an attorney, if I'm a 9-year-old boy picking grapes and my neighbor complains because she's saying it's illegal because she planted the grapes on her side of the fence, am I breaking the law? So I could ask that question. Now, usually ChatGPT will give a disclaimer saying, well, as an AI, blah, 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 I can't answer that question. Or even if it does answer the question, it'll give that disclaimer at the beginning. So what I do now is I always put as an assistant to whoever it is. Here's my question. And then it doesn't worry so much about the disclaimer. So I always ask ChatGPT as an assistant to whoever this is. In this case, I'm going to say as an assistant to Vikram Batra, who wants to improve. I'm going to change this gender to there because I'm not sure. I think it might be a he, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to say, who wants to improve their LinkedIn profile, write a new eye-catching and attention-getting. Actually, this is not the one I want. Let me redo this here. Let me just revamp this. As an assistant to Vikram Batra, who is a technical recruiter at Chipton Ross Inc. So I'm going to copy and paste this here. Who is a Vikram would like to create a new background picture for their LinkedIn profile. Here is Vikram's information from their profile. So I'm going to copy and paste. So you can copy and paste your about section or whatever you have. In this case, I'm just going to copy and paste down to education. Plug that into ChatGPT. You could just take your about section if you wanted to. But plug in some basic information and then say, okay, so that's their profile information. So please give 5 suggestions for a background picture for this technical recruiter in a fun and engaging way. So there's voice. So I usually a lot of times I like to say in a fun and engaging way. That way it makes it a little more fun. Okay, so let's see what it says. Certainly. Here are 5 suggestions for a fun and engaging background for Vikram Batra, the technical recruiter at Chipton Ross Inc. to use on his... ChatGPT says his, even though I said there. So maybe it's a he, but on this person's LinkedIn profile. So I could do it. This person could do a tech collage, various tech-related images such as computer screens, circuit boards, gears, coding symbols, etc. Team building, a picture of a group of people collaborating together. World map connections, showcase a world map with lines connecting different countries, puzzle pieces, or a graduation cap and circuit board. So let's just say that that we wanted to do a team building one. So you could actually use something like Midjourney, which is an AI that will create a document for you. Or in this case, I'm just going to find a picture. So I'm going to go to, there's a What website did I use here? Free stock photos. Okay. So this one is called Pexels. P-E-X-E-L-S. Pexels. So if you're connected to any kind of a business, you probably want to find stuff that you won't be sued for, that's royalty free or no copyright or copyright free, something like that. So this is a website, Pexels, that's good for that. So let's just type in teamwork. Okay. So what does it say? Run raw, run rare, run raw, run rare. Well, let's just say that this is the picture, and you can find a picture, but just for time's sake, let's say that we wanted to use this picture. Now keep in mind with LinkedIn, it's more horizontal, so it's going left to right more than it is up and down. So that's a little bit interesting thing about LinkedIn. So let's just say we wanted to use this picture. So I'm going to save this. So I'm going to call this team team number one, team no one, or number one. Well, let's just put in number one, just not no, team number one. So we're going to save that. Okay, so that's that picture. Now what I like to use for the background picture is something called Canva. So once you have your initial picture, I'm going to go to LinkedIn background photo. Canva is either a free or a paid version depending on what bells and whistles you want. And let's use that as a basic background color, kind of a black and blue. And then what we're going to do is upload the picture that we just created, team number one. All right, so that's our basic picture, right? So we're going to spread it out a little bit. As you can see, it goes a lot farther left and right than it does up and down. So we're going to kind of play with this a little bit, put it in the format. Okay, so that's a pretty good picture, right? We could use, Vikram could use this picture as the background picture. So we could just use that. But let's say we wanted to take it up a notch. We don't want just a picture. We want to put a slogan, a motivational message or thought, some kind of text. We want to put some kind of writing on this, let's just say. So let's go back here. So as an assistant to Vikram Batra, technical recruiter, I'm going to copy and paste from up here. A technical recruiter revamping their LinkedIn profile. Please give 5 ideas for a slogan, motivational message, or text that can be added to a background picture showing a team giving high fives. Please write this text and make it fun and engaging. Okay. So it's going to say, high-fiving our way to talent greatness. Join our winning team today. And I like that one. Let's just stick with that one. You could do something different, join the high five revolution. But let's just say we wanted to use that first message. High-fiving our way to tech greatness. Join our winning team today. And now, if you don't like, it's kind of like what you put, it's like writing software or anything else. If you cook your dinner tonight and you don't like it, then next week, if you're thinking about the same thing, you're not going to make it, right? So if you don't like your dinner tonight, you'd make a different dinner or prepare it a different way, add different spices or anything to spice it up, right? And so same thing with ChatGPT. If you put something in and you don't like what it takes out, you could even do something like, that's so silly. I really don't like those 5 ideas. please give me 5 new ones. So if you don't like what it says, just ask it to do something different. But let's just say we did like that idea. So let's go over to Canva here. This is our team here. And let's just say we're adding in some text. And copy and paste it our messages. Okay. Okay, now we want to take this part that says paragraph text. We don't really need that. Okay, so that's the words, right? But you really can't see that very well, right? So what I've learned is over here where it says elements, if I click on one of these boxes here, I can change the color. Okay, now it makes it a little bit easier to see. Now let's make this lettering white. I think that'll be easier to see. Okay, so that's easier to see now. So let's move this up. Okay, that's pretty cool, but let's improve it just a little bit. I learned that if I click on this, and I click on this checkered box up here, it says transparency. I can take it down to about 73. Let's leave it right there. Now you can kind of see through that a little bit. You can see that you can kind of see through the trees. So there you go. That's our background picture created by ideas from AI, but we created our own background picture. So there you have it. That's basically how you can use ChatGPT. The profile picture, your own picture, you want to get a professional photographer or family member, friend, child even, that would be good at cameras, maybe a high school student, or even just take your phone and take a picture of for your profile picture. But then for your background picture, you can use ChatGPT just like I showed, and you can have it come up with ideas on how you can update your background picture. And then I would ask as far as the ChatGPT, ask it for ideas. Ask it for 3 to 5 ideas based on your LinkedIn profile. You may want to copy and paste your about section. You can ask for 3 to 5 ideas on something that you could put in there, and then ask it for 3 to 5 ideas on some text, a motivational message, or some kind of a written text that you can add in there to update your profile background picture. If you would like, if you would like me to create something like this for you specifically for your LinkedIn profile, I'd be glad to give you a couple examples. I can give you 2 of these examples, something that would work for you, or you can go through this process that I just went through. Use your LinkedIn profile, use ChatGPT and something like Canva to create that LinkedIn profile. So have a great day. Again, I do apologize that we had some video glitches today, but I'm excited that I was at least able to share the Reader's Digest of this information with you. So have a great weekend and feel free to reach out. I do have a LinkedIn training app, free for the first month. I will be adding some information about that after this video as well. So if you'd like to get other tips and tricks like this for LinkedIn, feel free to get my app, LI Training, on Android phones, and Lanes, LANE''S, Lanes. Full name is Lanes Inspirational Training, but if you type in LANE''S, short for Lanes, it's the only one that pops up on the Apple Store. So feel free to grab that app, get a free month, and see if you like it, and you'll get other tips like this. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Feel free to reach out.